tell me about some key decision-making points in your career.
Well, I mean, being a surgeon, I have to start from the aspect of the fact that most people going into medical school have not necessarily made a decision as to where they're going to end up. I identified very early in my medical school career that surgery was going to be one of my targeted areas. I think that the most important individual decisions that I've made to direct me to where I am now is the fact that I met some mentors very early on in my experience who demonstrated to me that there was an opportunity in medicine to be a leader with respect to great clinical practice, for education, and for academic pursuits. And having those three components together, I think, is one of the things that makes medicine quite remarkable. I also identified early on that I'm someone who likes to work with my hands. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm a doer, not a thinker, but the aspects of the physical components of surgery, especially oncologic surgery, is something that attracted me early on. However, when it comes to the aspect of mentorship, I can't underscore the fact that there were 2 or 3 people earlier in my career who, when I had an opportunity to work with them, but more important, just watch them, more importantly, just see how they conducted themselves with their patients, with their colleagues, and with the aspect of what their infrastructure and their work, I demonstrated that they had an opportunity to do things that I wish to do as well. The one piece of advice, though, in addition to finding the right mentors and making sure that you identify a component of medical or surgical practice that impassions you, I would also, especially in this day and age, I would take a moment to say, what does my area of interest within medicine or surgery look like now? But most importantly, what is it going to look like in 10 and 20 years? Because things are changing in such a way that I think true happiness in the aspect of service delivery is going to continue to innovate. And you have to be sure that what your profession is going to look like in 20 years is still going to be attractive for you, because that's going to be the most productive area of your career. So don't just look at what the situation is now, analyze what's happening with respect to evolution, and decide if this is going to be a happy situation for you in the short term, but also the long term.